Hello, my name is Neat and welcome to City Skylines II with our first ever playthrough. So, first of all we need to pick a place to start off with. This one looks quite cute, waterway pass. It's got all the road, it's got train, it's got ship, plane and electricity. That's quite cool. And it's North American style. We've got twin mountains, we've got in the middle of a load of water, but it doesn't have trains. It's quite mountainous. Need to work with the train. Let me just turn down the... Bear with me, just turning down the volume I end. Then we've got Barrier Reef, which is like a nice flat bit of land. Looks quite flat anyway. That's got all the connections. Lots of waterways, lots of connections, but that would be quite fun. Building on all the trains. San Francisco. Again, you've got all the little islands. That might be quite cute. It's got all the train. I think we'll start our first ever playthrough on the Waterways Pass. Seems like there's a lot of land you can build on, whereas some of the other ones a bit less land percentage. In fact, I think that's the biggest land. Yeah, it is. Right, Waterway Pass it is. Let's get going and hope for the best. Bear with me. Sounds silly, but I like to I haven't got another screen, so I have to watch on my phone. Right, what should we call ourselves? I like the European theme, so we're going to go with the European theme. Rockmouth Goldfield, actually, that's a good name. So, we drive on the left side of the road, because we're European. Hang on, does that change if you go to North American then? Yes, it does. Interesting, because not everybody in Europe drives left-handed. Natural disasters, yep. And then that's where we'll start the game. Right. That's just, for me, the volume's a bit too loud. Do let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. So what are we working with? Can we open anything up? Okay, all we can see is roads, traffic, electricity, water. Not an awful lot. We've got wind, which is going out towards kind of, I suppose, the water, the sea, maybe? I don't know if that is a sea. And that's about it. We can see where water, pockets of water is. And that's... And yeah, that's about it. So, I like to just check what the map's doing. So yeah, it looks like it goes out to an ocean of some kind. Nice big, and then we've got mountains on either side. Lovely. Very nice. Nice big map. I think they've done quite a good job with the beginning maps actually, compared to the first City Skylines anyway. I'm sure people will disagree with me. I've heard lots of bugs. And then, oh. I'm sure that's a glitch. I've got lots of dots on my land. Hopefully that'll go away once we start building anyway. So, what I'm thinking, looking at where the wind's going, we're going to have to put industry somewhere over here. Like, I don't want to have to put it here because there's this cool like island with a bridge and like sun stuff going on there that's kind of cute. Like, what is that? Like an old burial site? Look at that. Old cemetery. That's cool. That's really cool. And then we've got like an old mill ruins. So yeah, I don't want to have to put industry that then like deters, I don't know, because it contaminates the land. So maybe for now, until we can expand, I'm going to put industry kind of down here. Just to, yeah, if I can fit it in, that is. It just seems like a waste to like mess with this plot of land. It's quite big. Maybe I'm being silly, And we'll start off with like a nice kind of residential place around this body of water. And then look, there's like a railway over there, so like maybe our city centre like is kind of this way, or that could be industry because it's going up to the mountains. And we can't actually see where all the, I suppose, the nutrients are in terms of oil and farming quality. So with that in mind, let's start things off. So I'm going to be a bit boring and start off with like a grid format, and we're going to take it all the way out straight. And then, you know, at some point that is going to be a bridge of some kind, I think. It'd be really good. And then what I want to do, because it's kind of European themed, we're going to have like more roundabouts than anything else. If we put, you know, maybe, I don't want it all the way down there because then it causes like a bottleneck of traffic. So we'll put a roundabout in there. And again, we'll stick with the medium road just for a bit. Let's go out there. We'll start curving it somewhat. It's just rocks out, you know, ready as if we're going to go out that way. And then equally, I think if we do another roundabout a bit higher up, where can we do it? I don't know why there's those dots. That must be like, maybe I need to update my game, some graphic issue. Do I want it there? It's going to be quite close together on the roads, but I think that's a good place. And then we're going to do, just thinking of future planning for the roads. Let's check it's 90. Going to just go straight out that way. So we've got a bit of like a grid background to follow off of, and then we can kind of go from there. Right. So, because we know we've got industry coming off of here, that's a big road. We will, I suppose it just depends what we can do with electricity and stuff. So for now, we're going to put one in there. It's a bit of a bumpy road, isn't it? Look at that, bloody hell. Might need to smooth that terrain out. Look at that. Imagine driving along that. Make you go all giddy. Might just increase that a little bit. Oh, I knew it was going to do that. It always... This game needs a little bit of TLC, I think, with some of the graphics. There we go. Smooth. Smooth out. It doesn't have to be perfect, but, you know. And then we'll just soften this out for now. We'll fix that issue in a minute, but for now, let's just finish this road off. Quite steep. Yeah, I don't want to mess with terrain too much. I think it's better to like honour the terrain, but it's one of those things. Sometimes you've just got to go with the flow. Right, so now we're going to make like our first little housing estate. So again, we'll come out with like a straight road because that will be our shopping, with like a little shopping centre down there. And then maybe like a little roundabout at the end. And then, and actually I might make that again a bigger road. I'm just thinking for the future. I don't want to have to like demolish lots and lots and lots and lots. So yeah, we'll do that. A big road down the middle. And I think probably the same's going to happen straight out on this side as well. Because I think we want to have lots of good connections for the future. Right, so I don't want it to be too boring. I think it's very easy to be boring, but equally I want to utilise the space as best possible. So what we're going to do is we'll do like a straight middle, connect everything up, and almost go all the way up with a little roundabout at the end. And then we'll do the same. You're going to see a common theme with roundabouts, I think. I'm going to put them everywhere for now. Whether or not that will continue, but you know, I think that's a good idea. Hello, hello, stay-at-home gamer. Lovely to meet you. Hope you don't stay at home all the time. It's not good for your health, but and whoever it was before, I'm okay, thank you. I just like to play games for fun. I'm not fussed about anything else. Right, we're gonna go all the way up to there. So it is going to be a bit grid structure-y to begin with, but that's not my goal for the future. It's just for now. And I don't want it to be all the way... I don't want big houses, like with big gardens. I think that if we put a road path down the middle, just going to check if that's too big. Let's just get rid of snapping. Put path down the middle. Is that gonna... So it's going to do a 3 and a 4, which I don't think is quite what I want. Sorry, I get finicky about these things. So let's have a little look. Is that going to be better? It's already a 4 and a 3, so that should be better. If we put a path down the middle, should take out him. Yeah, 3 and a 3. Right. So we know what we're dealing with now. Let's do that down that side. And about the same thing. So it's about there. That's already done a 3 and a 3. Okie dokie. I think the grids on this are very interesting. Like you seem to get a lot of, I don't know, errors in the grids. I don't mean to bully the game. I know it's only just come out, so there's probably going to be quite a few issues with it, but it just seems a bit like they could have took more time to get it right. Anyway, I've just heard a lot of complaints about the game, so we'll see. I liked City Skylines 1. I played it quite a bit. I was quite crap at it, I'm not gonna lie. Then do we leave that as a bigger one? I think we leave that as a bigger one, because then we can put some other bits and bobs in. Right. And then we're going to continue the roundabout theme. Trust me, it will look better. It will look better. That looks alright. And we can play with some paths. Because what I want is like almost to do like a walk around, like a bit of a park down there. So maybe if we go like that, and then we can connect everything. Let's make it a circle. Ooh. Is that straight? It's straight-ish. Just got to connect this one now. Oh shit. Yeah, that'll do, that'll do. And then we'll do the same here, so. I kind of ideally want, yeah, I want it to like merge. Whether or not that's going to work that way. Because then, 3 lanes. That just looks a bit overlappy. Look at that. Why has it gone over the top? Oh, it hasn't. It's just pushed some stuff out. Right, what we're going to do is get rid of the middle one for now and just do the side angles, then we can connect. Okay. So if you're still watching Stay at Home Gamer, what do you do? And what games do you play, more importantly? Nice. I very much appreciate this is going to be a longer connection. It's just whether I move things around a little bit. No, I want them to be thinner. I don't want big houses. I think it's one of those weird ones where I'd rather have things be a bit thinner. You know what, we will correct that I like symmetry and asymmetry, but that just looks wrong.
You're listening to Second Moon, the station for the cultural sophisticate who doesn't fear extending their ears to the more challenging sphere of the classical genre. Let us move
Gonna be a bit
now
finicky
from
here,
a
but
musical page to the
let's get
literary.
it clean.
Here we have some perfectly anguishing correspondence from a listener. My dear
There we go.
Professor Hornbuckle.
So I think that looks pretty good, and then what we can end up doing is like rounding this one.
Modesty demands that I
Yeah,
against the
around somewhere at some point. That can always change, but that's there for now. You stay at home and play games, mostly games like this one. Good. Well, you can give me tips and tricks because I'm pretty new to this one. It's gonna cock up, isn't it?
But I digest.
No, that's good.
Professor Hornbuckle. As a traveler from my homeland,
I played a bit of the first one, but
that speaks to the anguish
I found the money, like they really didn't give you much money at all to make the game.
There now, my good fellow.
You know, to I suppose expand, but maybe that was just me not being very good.
Leave that to those poet chaps, eh? Here's a tune just for you,
So,
and I do hope it provides your aching spirit
good.
some modest desolation.
And I know I probably don't need to be worrying about paths right now, but I find if you get it done now, later on I don't have to worry about it. That might do. I mean, it makes them some 3 houses. I could make that a straight road, straight path. Yeah. Correct that, make it straight. And if I don't do it now, it goes out the window and I forget about it. So I'm making it all straight now. Okay, let's connect the dots. Hopefully other people care about making it look functional. Why won't you connect? Ted, why not? There you go. That'll do. Right. And then I'm just going to do similar on this side. I just like to connect everything together. So we're going to put, again, a nice straight line down here. All the way down to the bottom, actually. And all the way across to the top. Because then you can cross over. Oh, God damn it. Not straight. You leave a spot for a path, but you forget to put it in. That's exactly what I do, which is why I'm doing it now. Because otherwise it won't work. And are you from England or another country? Oh, you little bugger. It can be a bit finicky, this game, compared to like the old one. I don't know. The mods in the old one made life a lot easier, to be fair. Hopefully they'll release mods soon. Go. So I think that's mostly okay. What we'll just do is connect these ones and then let's make it straight, Sarah, come on. At least make it look tidy. At the moment it's just a bit janky. Right, and then finally across to here so they can cut down. Right, once we put houses in you won't notice how janky it is anyway. Right, so we are going to put houses in all of this. Don't want that one, all the way there, and all the way down to there. And then we're going to have shops in the centre bit. Oh, that light, that bright light is really white, or at least on my screen. It was a bit too intense, personally. Right, there we go. United States. Oh, wow. Oh, there we go. Forgot about bleeding putting in water and electricity. That would help, wouldn't it? So, water pumping station, which just collects water, doesn't it, from up here? Or I can do groundwater pump. What's the difference? Extracts from underground deposits. 20,000 a month. Or we've got surface water, £10,000 a month. Well, it seems like that's more effective than the pumping station, right? 20,000 a month and only 75,000 or £10,000 a month. Yeah, we'll go for water pumping station. This is where you tell me I'm an idiot and don't go for it. Right, so I've got to connect a road, so let's quickly do that. Small and simple. Is that 90 degrees? Maybe. It's connected anyway. So that's that, and then we've got the poop scooper, sewage outlet. We will pop it right where we're going to put some industry, and then connect that. There we go. And then finally, electricity. Now, it's what do I do for electricity? That is the question. Obviously, we've got outside connection, so I could just literally connect outside. Does that work? No, doesn't work. It's because I've used the wrong thing, isn't it? Yeah. Let's go for... But does that work though? Does that solve the electricity issue? No, it doesn't solve the electricity issue. So I can't use outside connections. That's interesting. What am I doing? Not that. I thought that would connect it, or is it? It is that one, is it? No voltage between locations. Transformer. Oh, okay. So I need one. Oh, that's huge though. You know what will be terrible for the environment and use a coal power plant? Why not? So again, it's not going to live here forever. It's just I don't want to use this island. This island's heading, you know, if anything, probably ending up having industry all like up there eventually. Or like out. Yeah. More back, sat back, but for now I'm not allowed. They don't give me any room. So we'll do, it's not going to fit anywhere other than that, is it? So, right, bugger is there. It can be moved. Right. And then we'll connect that to that. Cool. Now we can get going. We have electricity. Maybe. Hopefully. Oh, there you go. Stopped complaining. So you're probably actually very good at the game compared to me, but there we are. I try. Right, industry. We need to put a little bit of industry in, so... Whoop. Oh, Jesus, not underground. Let's come up from underground. Is that really 90 degrees? Okie dokie. Clearly, this map isn't level. Right, we'll start again. No, don't want to be underground. We will put some stuff over... because it all gets blown away anyway. And I'm hoping I'm not going to need a lot of industry, to be honest. Not like here anyway. Hopefully I can move things out by then. That's my plan. God, that's made a really weird junction, hasn't it? Jesus. Looks shite. It won't let me go straight without making a weird junction, which means kind of that's the best we can do. And because we're making it British themed and there's loads of roundabouts in England, roundabouts. Yeah, that'll do. So we'll do all of that for now. And hope it's not too janky and on a massive hill. Probably it is on a massive hill. It's not too bad. Could be smoothed out, but it's not a permanent residence, so we'll see how it goes. Right. So, next, we're gonna continue the trend of this kind of grid structure, and again, we will end up doing parks when we can get them, whenever that will be. So, I suppose, again, I mean, they can connect by walking down and around anyway, so I don't know if it needs a middle thing on that one, other than maybe for a park bit. Okay, we will do a middle just so it looks uniform. And then we will, for this side only, straight. Maybe? No, not quite straight. I feel like I made that worse. What the hell? I think it moved. That's what I'm going to tell myself anyway. Come on. There we go. And then we will join. We'll do some curves. There we go. That's good enough. Even though it looks a bit weird that end, but it's fine. It's fine. Right. Now let's do the other side. Let's... Oh, I forgot I've got points. What have we got? Basic road layout and more roundabouts. We'll go for more roundabouts, why not? Because then we can make some of these a bit of a bigger roundabout, because you're going to be more utilised in the future. You could well be bigger in the future. We'll step the small one. Yeah. I think that's sensible. So, we're basically going to kind of copy what we've done that side. So there's 2, 4, 6. 6. So we have done the full whack, and then we've done a middle thing. So that should kind of work. That just looks odd, doesn't it? That doesn't look right. Let's redo that. Interesting. I may have cocked up already, but it's fine. Nothing we can't solve. We're just going to match what we've been doing, because otherwise I'm going to confuse myself.
Pending updates to our power grid, the city will be experiencing rolling blackouts. We urge the public to remain calm during these breaks in service,
just stick
and to
with that.
follow
And
the
then
guidelines
it
on the
was
city's website on how to plan for these temporary events.
a bit closer together, so
This
like
has
a
been
bear,
a local
I
public
think.
service announcement.
Local authorities are urging the public to conserve water and reduce the burden on the city during this water shortage. Consider installing a low-flush toilet, cut back on watering the lawn, and shower with a friend whenever possible.
That was a bit bigger, wasn't
This
it?
has been a
Right,
local
anyway,
public
let's have a little
service
look.
announcement.
If we put a
That
line
was
through the
truly
middle.
superfluous. Masterful counterpart. You're
4
listening
and
to
4.
Second
Yeah,
Moon
I've made it a
Radio,
bit too big.
Station of levitated tastes. Don't.
Not that it matters too much.
Interesting.
The zoning is really funky. I don't have a clue why it does it. I don't have a clue either. No idea. I don't think they have a clue. I think that's why it hasn't been
And you
fixed.
know what that means, folks. It means
There
we're
we go,
not
3 and
cutting
3.
things close
Nice.
enough.
Well, no. The point is we're
And then that should
selling
work
and
exactly the
bringing
same.
money into local
That's right.
I know I'm a
You
bit
could
slow, but I'm
almost say
slow
it's
because
too much
I'm
of a
slow.
good thing.
Well, we could say that we're enjoying a positive
I kind of
trade
like to take my
balance,
time,
and
otherwise
the
I get
economy is booming.
confused.
More after
That's all not...
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right,
I
Glenn.
think
But apparently,
level-wise
that's
we're a
not
bit
all
out,
good
aren't we?
news. We're joined today by an expert guest,
Oh,
Professor
bollocks.
Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor.
I'm not very good
so
at this.
a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
There we go, that's why.
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward structures, which are entirely apart from the actual
Right, there we go.
rewards
That should
enjoyed.
work.
For example,
Yeah, and that's
consider
all level
capital.
now. And
Right,
this
one
one
final
doesn't
question,
look level this
Professor.
end either.
Is the
This one
housing shortage going to make me
should be
richer?
able to just delete the
By
roundabout.
certain metrics, perhaps
There you go.
yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on the human.
Thank you, Professor.
It says that, and then I put this in, and that's definitely like not as out. Strange. Right, we're gonna fix this. It's the last thing I do. What? I'm gonna delete it. It's not playing ball. It's not playing ball. Little janky game. Right, here we go. To be fair, the more I have to like reset it, the more you get points. Because it's like, oh, you're doing something new. And it's like, no, I'm just fixing my mistakes. Right, and again, I'm going to do a bit of a pretty path. Ooh. It's one of those things that I get better as I go along. As I start to like learn the technique. Oh shit, she says that. And then my finger slips. I feel like it's quite a finicky thing to do, making paths. Oh. No, I don't want to connect to the thing. There we go. But I think there's some really interesting concepts from what I've seen with the game. Let's do that better. You know, with like how you can basically become self-sufficient by the looks of it to somewhat. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the expansion packs. Because obviously the last City Skylines had loads of expansion packs. And this one's gonna, she says, will end up going and doing a trip around. Bloody hell. Come on, Sarah. Going around the lake. Right. Last time redoing, and then we should be able to build more. I do find the people that I watch playing City Skylines are the ones that take more time and make it look good. Let's fix this one over here. So now I've seen how janky it is. That'll do. Even though it's a little bit janky. It'll do. Right. Last little bits then. So we've just got to connect this end and then put all the houses in. I can see there's lots of demand for high density. Previously, because I have tried playing this game myself anyway, I found it, like, at least when I played it, it didn't, the high density went really quickly and then it was, or medium density, sorry I should say. It went really quickly and then that was it. It had so much demand for low density and I didn't know how to build it. Like my city was very flat, as it were. Right, let's connect these bad boys. But I think there's a lot that I need to learn with this game, to be honest, which I'm hoping I will do. Last one. Oh, it's a bit janky. Let's see if that fixes it. Kind of. It fixes it enough. Enough for me to care anyway. So now people have no excuse to walk everywhere and I don't want to see any drivers. I want to, my goal is to have like a centre that has all the pedestrianised element to it. I know it's probably like really not a good business model to do that, but I think that would be really cool. And then finally, let's connect these ones down. Oh, God's sake. This happens when I look from afar. Don't line it up. Or at least I think I do. And then... because I am going to build over the other side, so I'm not just doing this for fun. I am going to... basically, I want everything to be really pedestrianised if I can. And then not have to have too many cars. Like, I want to use public transport. That's why I picked this map, is, you know, it's the one that has all the like buses, and literally every mode of transport has the full whack. So without further ado, let's build more. So that's our main road. Let's put a bit more commercial on that side, and then there's houses all the way. It does really mess with the bloody, what do you call it, zoning. So annoying. Right, there's that. So we've essentially got... ooh, I didn't clock. This one's not quite level with those ones. Sorry, I've just dezoned your house. Sorry. I will put it back into place, I promise. There you go. All sorted. What? Must be... is it my eyes are deceiving me? My eyes are deceiving me. What? You told me it was level. Oh. It has to be level with that line. There we go. Hello, Alex. Thank you. I am just playing around. Trying to put in loads of parks before I forget. Or parks, I say pathways, because I want it to be as pedestrianised as possible when we get going. We've only just started as well, so we've got a lot to do. We are, I can't remember which map I'm on now, the waterways one. We've got to put some high density in somewhere. I'm probably going to put some high density in maybe this bit. I don't know why when the game loaded I've got these, I don't know if you can see these black glitches. Hopefully, I'm hoping it'll disappear when I resave, you know, reload later on. But we're getting there. Right, we've got a need for a hospital and a need for recycling or garbage collection. So what we'll do, whilst we're here, just start to... right, so that's going to follow the lake, because we're going to do like a footpath around, which I'll do in a bit. We need an area for... like I said, the hospital medical centre, don't we? So I'm thinking if we use it, I don't know, this way, and then that should connect to everything. If we kind of maybe have another roundabout. Yeah, I smoothified and now I'm trapped. Oh no, I'm not trapped. I've got ability to buy more tiles. Nice. Well, we know we need more industry at some point, and I'm trying to keep this bit preserved. The air kind of goes this way. Oh, actually, can I see now the which one is it? Oh, I can't yet. Natural resources, damn it. You have the exact same bug. Ugh. It's just one of those things, isn't it? I think that's the key thing with this game, is there's going to be lots of bugs. I'm going to take those two because I want to keep this bit like more rural, and then I'll start building the city on the other side, I think. It's really tricky because I don't know if I'm building on resources, and I suppose that's going to be more stuff, and then we need some more industry space, so we'll purchase those three. Hospital wise, now I can smoothify that bleeding land. Right, so Let's think. Where do we want the hospital to go? I'm thinking somewhere around here. So we've got 3 rows of housing, 3 rows of housing. If I make this a roundabout, like a little medium one, she says. It won't let me. Why? Because there's a road there. It's barely a road. I know I probably don't need to make it a big one, but I'm preparing for the future. Space is always an issue. So if we bring... And again, I'm going to make this a bigger road. Can you not... I think they've got some really good ideas with this one. Like, they've listened to a lot of the feedback from the first one, but I didn't expect so many glitches, I'm not going to lie. So we're going to have the hospital kind of coming off of this road. Maybe somewhere in the middle. And we might as well actually connect all the way across. So slightly messing with our nice symmetrical formula over there. Ah, didn't even see. Missed a roundabout. Nice. So... You can see I'm not very uniform in my... I tried to be uniform, but it doesn't work. So we're going to put a hospital in here. Put it in where there's space for expansion. And actually, I haven't got any points. Damn it, I was going to say I want parking. So there is need at some point I can expand out the back, and the other thing doesn't need expansion. Cool. But that should help quite a bit. It's a bit of a ditch. Let's just... I'm just going to flatten out that land and rebuild it. Whoop. Don't worry, I'm going to fix it. It's going to be fixed. She says. And then again, we can connect some paths up. To everything so that people can get to the medical centre irregardless of where they live. And then we'll do similarly... Oh, I hate it when it does that. They put the... I know it doesn't always do that, but I'm not a big fan. And that didn't even connect.
What kind of future does music have if it doesn't look to its past? Well,
I'm redoing them
I
just to
say
make
the
them
message
actually connect
speaks for
and try
itself.
not to rush.
Here on Second Moon, we know you
I
can't
know, I'm
move
probably a lot
forward
slower than you
unless
guys are
keep
at playing
both
this game.
eyes steadily trained on what's behind you.
I don't want... That's not going to be too steep a hill. That's the other thing. Is like sometimes the hill is just so steep. Right, there we go. That's good. That looks nice. And then if people want to go between, we can, she says. And they've just started building. I don't want to ruin it. Oh, I need to be careful because there'll be an extension. I suppose I can delete the path if there's an extension. Right, there we go. So we've got lots of pathways for people and a really, really steep, janky hill there. Right, let's fix that. That's not realistic at all, is it? No. There we go. That's better. She's done it. Oh, you think you've got the same issue with parking lots? What? What issue with parking lots? Is there a bug? Or is it okay? Right, I will do the, what's it called? The high density housing in a second. I'm still working on putting my paths in. What can I say? Oh. Oh, you little... I didn't even touch you. Didn't even touch you. Turd. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. And then... Look at that. wouldn't you like to walk around this puddle of water, eh? No? I would. Where I live, we've got somewhere just similar to this, to be fair. Like, and people walk around it all the time, and you're like, it's just a lake. Right. So this is going to have some more shops, but let's get on with the high density situation. So, high density wise, we're going to break the pattern and go grids the other way. But I feel like high density, or medium density, I should say, sorry, those terraced houses, these ones, I think you need like the grid structure. I think it looks weird when it's not a grid structure. So we're going to go for really narrow grids. I know there's the grid thing, but it makes these squares, in my opinion, like too big. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't decide what I like. Would that work? If we went like that. Oh, I need to put some shops in actually, so let's be careful. Let's put shops in on that road. And if we do that, is that even? I feel like the top two are fatter. Or is that even? Am I blind? I might be blind. It's not the first time I'm blind. And then if we connect like that one and that one, and we'll make them medium roundabouts. Oh, she says it never likes the bloody... It's only a roundabout. Right. Now, the question is that going to be enough space for my medium density? Because again, I want to be able to put paths in, so... 4... It's going to have to be 3s, I think. And then a path in the middle. And some trees, maybe. Yeah. See, I said that didn't look right. There we go, never mind. It's done now. We're in it. We're in it. And for some reason, you've done some weird stuff with your bloody things. Grid tool handles slopes very, very bad, does it? Luckily, this isn't too bad a slope, she says, and then it's going to have really hilly houses, isn't it? But I think it's okay. Right, and again, let's make way for paths. Because, you know, people really struggle to walk. No, I just think it always looks better when you put a bit of effort in and you make some paths and stuff. Kind of looks a bit more... Oh, and apparently helps with the grids, the lines. I didn't realise that. Last ones. Boom. And boom. And I'm thinking like this is going to help with any future parks and stuff like that. And then we will do a nice walk across here. And they can walk down that bit, that's fine. Don't need to be moaning about that. Right. So, see what I mean? Oh, bloody hell. You put a house there. Why did you put a house there? You twat. Sorry, excuse my language. I'm going to have to do that, aren't I? Because apparently they don't get the memo and they want to build big houses. Which I understand, I do, but I don't want big houses. I want tiny houses. I don't know if it'll build on a 3. It should build on a 3. Suck it, you're building on a 3. You got the memo, he got the memo. I'm gonna have to come back and fix that. Otherwise there'll be weird gaps for the fun of it. And why'd you build a 2? There's 3s. You don't need to be a 2. In England, where I live, space is like actually a luxury. So my house is probably like half the size of this. It's teeny tiny, but it does the work. It does the job. So we are gonna again like connect across here and let people be able to walk across. So let's do that, and then actually, yeah, we'll put a crossing in, and then Well, people can walk across and down. That looks decent. And then equally, if people want to, we will put a walkway here. So people can walk there. And equally here, we'll put across. And then that's mostly straight. People can cross over there, people can cross over there, people can walk down and cross over. People being finicky, they can cross there. Yeah, that looks alright. Does the job anyway. So, next thing we will do is we'll look at the garbage. I'll just finish with this line all the way across. Nice. So that's that. We will have some shops in there. And we haven't quite, we're still a tiny village. We've only got 173 people. Wow, that is quite tiny. And then there's more demand for low density houses. Have we got any space for low density houses? Yes, we have. Let's go all the way to there. And then we will, we'll allow low density houses there. Yeah, we'll have some nice, why not let them have some bigger houses? Luxury, luxury. In a couple of spaces. Not everywhere. I'm not that nice. Yeah, a couple of big ones. And then boom, boom. Boom. Why not? Don't want you to be quite that big. 4. Nice. And then we'll do some shops when the shops want to come in there. And then I suppose we need to plan for the future. But I want to see where the resources are before I go a bit crazy on prepping the house building side of things. Because that will cause issues. Oh, death care. We've got a hearse. You've died already? You haven't even lived here that long. Idiot. So, we haven't got death care yet. It seems wrong putting death care by a hospital, by a medical centre. So, where do we want to put cemetery? Oh, that's huge. Huge. Like maybe like over this way we could put a little cemetery. I feel like that's too big to go anywhere else, is it? Where, like, that could fit in there. Like most, in England at least, a lot of these places are like just off of main roads, cemeteries. And then you got that little island where there was a cemetery, so it'd be kind of cool to put a cemetery like next to it and be like its expansion. Oh, the parking lots are programmed poorly. All the residents go towards the closest one and crowd to it while the parking lot next to it is unused. Oh, well, that's a bit silly. To be honest though, do you not see that in real life though? Like at least, yeah, where I live, like you'll go to one place that's like closest to the town centre and it'll be absolute rammed, and then just a couple of streets down the road there's like one that's empty and you're like, seems a bit silly. We want to head out across now. Now up is the problem. I've not had to do up before. How do we do that? Probably come out too far, haven't I? Let's start off with like a little bit there, and then do you do maybe half up? And then up again? 10 meters, is that enough up? Is that enough up? I don't know. Like, does that look like a boat could go under that? Could a boat sail under that? Maybe. I think that looks alright. Ooh. And then again, we'll come down by 5. There we go. So we've got a nice big bridge, and then we can put the cemetery somewhere over that way, I think. We will continue this road all the way along, keeping it at 90. And then we will put a road for the cemetery like over this way, so it's not far off but not quite. Probably wasting a lot of space doing this, but hey ho, we're here now. How big is the cemetery? I've probably done this road too big now. Oh Jesus. Oh, it's because I'm on the grid. Can that go out a bit further? Yeah. Okie dokie. Right. And again we will do nice large roundabout and then shove.
Your host, J. Thomas
Ooh,
Hornbuckle.
does it fit?
Tune in
Does it
tomorrow
fit?
for
No!
a second chance to
Damn
hear
it!
the music
Right,
of
let's fix that.
yesteryear.
The reason I'm doing a longish road is I'm very aware that like I might make this like a bit of a, I might put the crematorium there and like some parking and stuff. So that's why, not being a complete turd, maybe a semi-turd, but not a complete turd. Mini one. And then, boom. Now it's going to be all hilly, isn't it? Oh! It's alright actually. And there's a little hill. There's a little hill at the bottom. What does that look like? Does it look completely rubbish? Somewhat. So let's just level it out. Because to be fair, I think it would be nice to have like a bit of a walkway around the cemetery. Boom. And then we will soften. Now, does that look better? That looks a lot better. Not completely ridiculous. First city in this new game. Yes, it is. The game is too real. Cutting through parking lots. Bus drivers? No way. Well, I don't know. You see some weird stuff. It's more like taxi drivers and stuff you see do the weird crazy stuff and you're thinking, you're mad. Absolute madness. So presumably this white stuff is a walkway. Can it connect? No. The answer is it can't connect, which is what? Why? Why can't you connect? Like, surely you want to leave the cemetery and be able to, like, imagine you've said goodbye to your loved ones, you're saying, you know, all your best wishes and all that. You come out here and you go, oh, that's lovely, and then you can't go anywhere. Damn it. Why can't you connect? That's ridiculous. Oh, well. I can't connect. What we'll do is do trees maybe around the area when we've got time. We've got a bit of demand for commercial and we've got a bit of demand for, well, high density, but it's building high density over there, so they can't complain. Let's put some commercial in then. Oh, actually, I've realised I don't want you to be there because I want this to be a bit commercial, but I need to fix the grid, don't I? There we go. So let's put some commercial in here. Because, like, at least in England, there often if you've got like a little medical centre, oh bollocks, all the land. Of course. Of course. Let me just level your land out first before you start trying to build. Oh. There you go. Now you should be able to build a bit better. Maybe. I didn't realise this was so hilly. Ugh. I mean, we'll just have to see what it comes up like. Ugh. I'll have to do some maybe jiggery pokery to fix. Or actually what we do is we don't make it 4 blocks. We change it to, yeah, like that much. And then I can soften the terrain. That's going to work better, I think. Yeah, because that's ridiculous otherwise. Like, it would be so annoying in real life having to like level out terrain all the time. Ugh, what a nightmare. Right, so we are kind of preparing for the future. This is all going to have shops down it too. And then, yeah, we'll figure out what to do with like this bit of land. I don't like to go too far ahead in case there's certain demands for certain things. And I don't really plan for the future. All I'm thinking is like I want industry to end up by the mountains, like over here and over here as much as possible. Obviously you have to do your oil and that wherever it ends up, but again, I want to keep it quite easy. This isn't going to stay here, by the way. This is just here until we can move it, because I think originally the wind looked like it was coming out this way, which it is, but like this is such a nice area of land. I don't want, and it's flat, I don't want to have loads of industry there. You know, if anything, industry up like this way probably. Right, so there's no reason to have a Hearst issue. What's your problem? The Hearst is coming. Where is it? There it is. Look at that. He's coming. See? Coming to pick her up. Jesus. Oh, garbage disposal. That's what we need to work on. So, landfill. Ugh. Now that is a question. Where do I put landfill? Because again, that kind of causes waste. So if you have a look, it's all going, I know, you're bad. We'll deal with you, don't worry. You're all going to get moved. Because like all of that goes up to the mountains and that goes backwards. It's just in a weird spot where that's like quite good land that way. What we'll do, probably when we next purchase land, is we'll start purchasing, well, I'm going to go where like the oils and that are, so I won't care too much. I suppose we could put a landfill that way, or actually in the top corner, is that a rail line? No, it's a motorway, but we could definitely have like a landfill by a motorway. Nobody wants to live by a motorway, so yeah, let's go for that. So I'll wait a little bit longer and purchase that bit of land. There we go. So, we have 4 plots of land that we can buy. First of all, let's look at... Oh, I still can't see the resources yet. Damn it. Large village we need to get to. That's quite annoying. And again, wind. It's only when we get up to there does it start to like blow away. So, like, I suppose we could have a landfill site here because that's not going to blow into any houses on that side. It's going to kind of blow diagonally this way, so that might make sense there. And it's probably going to make sense to purchase like 1, 2, for like more city development. I was going to say that could be a bit more built up area. I think, yeah, that. I'll just do those 2 for now. We'll keep it small. To do wind turbines by the motorway, but most maps start on bad wind. How do you know wind turbines? Does it say wind power, does it? Wind pollution, terrain, speed and directions. Yeah, so they're all low, aren't they? There's no dark winds. I suppose some of the island maps, maybe? I haven't explored the other maps, to be fair, so I'm not very helpful in that one. And then we've got 2 points, which I think, looking at all of this, we should go for parking, maybe. Because the education and that, I don't care about college right yet. Crematorium, I suppose, would be useful. But we've already got a cemetery, so we're not in like dire straits for that. Energy-wise, we are okay. So yeah, I'm going to be a weirdo and ask for parking. There we are. We'll do what we can do. So, we're going to put a landfill site in. Oh, what's that? We've got an old mill ruin. All these mills. Does that mean there's like nutrients there though? Might do. And I can't see where the nutrients are because it won't let me. So yes, I think, let's look at wind. I'm just really unsure about where to pollute without ruining the city. I think personally, like, keeping stuff away from wherever we're going to build the main city is going to be key. Does it go into the water? Hopefully not. If I build... So I was thinking building it here, just a small one, temporarily. Bugger it, we'll do it. We'll do it, we'll do it. We'll make our regrets later on. And we're going to kind of envision that this is going to go off, like, across there maybe in the future. So we will have the landfill site come off of here straight first of all, and then I suppose how much space does it use? Landfill. I don't need it to be big, and I'm going to plonk it like literally in the furthest point, maybe like there. Oh, she says, and it's gone the wrong way round. But I know what I'm doing, so I'll move it once I've got everything. So we'll start off, because this can again be a bit more industry. And then we will kind of it's always a hard one to work out exactly where you want to do things. Why won't it tell you the angle? That's so annoying. I suppose it doesn't matter. Look at that turning, bloody hell. No thank you. We just wanted a straight road. Thank you. So, let's move this building now. Oh shit, that's me being an idiot. So as people are driving along the highway, they get a beautiful, beautiful image of our city's waste. I think it's, you know, very desirable.
Counterpart. You're listening to Second Moon Radio, the station of levitated tastes. Don't touch that dial.
You know, is that not the most amazing thing to like be driving along and go, oh, look at all that trash.
We know what to do with.
And you know what that means, folks.
Oof.
It means we're not cutting things close enough.
Well,
it is what it is.
The point is we're selling it and bringing money into local
That's right.
economy.
You could
At least it
almost
doesn't
say
need
it's
anything else.
too
I don't
much
think so
of a
anyway.
good
No, it
thing.
doesn't.
Or we could say that we're enjoying a positive
I'm hoping to
trade
not need
balance,
it,
and the
like
economy
either
is
move it somewhere and not
booming.
really use it.
More after
We'll see.
this.
So we've got need for commercial. Let's put in some commercial, and we are losing money, which is just always a life goal of mine, you know, to be poor. Oh. Yeah, there we go. And then again. Nice. And then over here, technically, we can again have some commercial there as well. So that's all good. Because we've now got the garbage and stuff over here, we can have some commercial. I suppose it's just how best to do it, really. Where to put it all. Because grids are really annoying. Like they're quite boring, aren't they? But it's just they're so practical. It's a tricky one to know what to do with all this stuff. We'll put some industry here by the garbage for now. And again, you know, hopefully we'll be able to move some of this moving forwards. It's just there temporarily. So, if you've been playing City Skylines 2, then how big have you managed to get your cities? So, again, we are gonna... I think that probably looks awful. Yeah, look at that. Oh, my days. Right. Is that quite steep? Maybe, but it's there. Nobody's gonna care. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Right, again, I'm just doing a couple of little preparing for the future. Right. So, high density. Again, we've got more need. Why aren't you being built then? There's room there, you idiot. There's like literally room there. Oh, did I not put path down there? My bad. So why aren't you getting built then? What's the problem? What's the problem with you? Why aren't you getting built? I don't understand. I do not understand it. Why? 80k, 80,000 and 40,000. But then I restart because I learned something new. Yes. So far, this is my first like playthrough and actually streaming playthrough. But I have played. I basically did a trial and I got to like 8,000, and then I realised I didn't know the wind thing. I was like poisoning my people. I was like, why is everyone getting sick? Just absolutely murdering them for no apparent reason. Which, you know, always obtainable goals. Murder your citizens. But at least you can actually get like a decent sized city. I feel like in City Skylines, the original, you can't build your city that big, or at least I found I couldn't. I wonder why they're not being built. Is it to do with the path situation? Like if I do that, would that fix it? Probably not, by the looks of it. If I dezone and then put a path. Maybe? Yeah? Maybe? Is that going to fix it? You can start building? And I'll probably do the same here, and we'll have to change it because I don't really want a path down there. But I'm just thinking if it's not working. That was just a little cheat from somebody on YouTube. Was like, yeah, you have to do that. And I was like, oh, okay. But this is very much like what it's like to live in England, not gonna lie. Actually, these are North American, aren't they? They're not English European houses, but this is... Imagine they were the European version and you would be living in England. Look at all the aircon. Is that really a thing? There's aircon everywhere. Because like we just suffer in heat and we don't put the heating on in winter because it's too expensive, so... But like how pleasant is that? Oh, there's a glitch. Look at that! Bloody hell! Those that's still there, look. Bloody hell. Ridiculous. I'm hoping that'll get fixed soon anyway. But like, look at the little gardens. The American gardens are so basic. Like, you just get a bench. What? The English ones, you get like a little shed and, you know, some plants. No, you get a bush and a bench. They really love you guys, hey? This one's a little bit sweeter, you know, that's maybe a little bit nicer. We'll put some trees in, don't worry. They're not going to look this trash forever. Oh dear, what's gone on there? That's me over-zoning. No, it's not. That is right zoning. It's 3. Okay, I lie. Yeah. let's put some schools in then. So we've got a need for an elementary school. Now the question is, where do we want an elementary school? I'm thinking maybe if we did like a school complex maybe, and had an elementary and a thingy. Now I know that the high school is huge and the football ground is equally huge, so maybe we don't put them next to each other, or do we? Because like this could fit over this way and then the high school next to it. I like that idea. I would need to make it a big road, I think, because it would be popular. So yeah, let's see what that looks like, and then we'll sort out the low density housing situation, because people now want to live in low density instead of medium density. Don't understand that too much. That's not level. So we are going to do Popstar Mansion. Good for him or her. So we are going to put, if there's room, the high school. Would there be room for the pitch? I don't think there's going to be room for the pitch, is there? Oh, no, 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 no. Or we upgrade this road. That's a better idea. We're going to upgrade this road to thingamabobs. All the way along to the bloody water thing. What's going on there? No. How do I move it? Move. No. I don't want to. I just want to move the road. Bloody hell. It's going to be easier just to do that. There you go. So what we can do is actually do the schools this bit. Oh, quit your moaning, you're connected. Thank you. Right, we're going to do the schools over this bit, but we might as well put in some more low density housing. So we've got this space here, which I was going to say for a bit of a park, but I think it makes sense to just have rows of 4 opposite there, depending on how it messes with the terrain. We'll smoothify and fix the terrain, don't worry, because something's going on strange. So we'll fix that. But we've got all of this space to build some nice houses, and we'll do again low density. And then I mean, it's a bit of a tricky one to work out how best to utilise this space, really. I think maybe if we go along this way, or we just do like one up and in to the middle. And then we'll do like the opposite on this side. See, I don't get that. Like, apparently that's 90 degrees. Like, I know it is, but like, don't be annoying. That'll do. So, that should work well enough, and then we can put some pathways. I know it's not ingenious, but it'll do. It'll do. Don't like it when it tries to connect everything together all the time. Would help if you drew a straight line, wouldn't it? Yeah. I find it a very relaxing game though, I'm not going to lie. I think, despite the sound of me shouting at the screen for however long I've been on now, you're probably like, Relaxing? You seem very stressed. It is relaxing. And I can't make anything straight apparently. Look at that. Jesus Christ. It's because I ain't got my glasses on. Well, technically my glasses are for long sight. I just, I've had a busy day. I've been out shopping for Christmas presents and bought absolutely nothing. Because I went to the shops, looked at the cost of things and went, that's bloody expensive. It's a no from me. Yeah. And then again, we need to put like a walkway across from here. Put in the middle and all the way across. Nice. So again, we've got a walkway all the way across for everything. People can come across.
Rolling blackouts. We urge the
I don't know if that's a far distance to walk. I don't like representative-wise. That's like a row of houses, so maybe a pathway down the middle.
This has been a local public service announcement.
Has anyone seen my keys? My keys. What?
We're on the air.
So does that look weird? Nah, it looks alright. We'll just do one last path and then we'll make this low density housing and then we'll put the schools in. I promise we'll move on to the schools.
I shouldn't have said that. If anyone finds them, please.
Right.
Steal my car. I mean, the old hornbuckle mobile, please. Oh, good. Here they are. Well, never mind then. Thank you.
Oh, bloody hell, that's not too commercial.
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
I don't know if you've heard the radio actually on this one, like how much it repeats itself, or at least for me, when I played by myself, I found it just was repeating itself. Oh, Jesus Christ. So like I was hearing them talk about the same things over and over again.
Which are entirely apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For example, consider capital.
So we'll see what that looks like, how weird it is, and then we'll go from there.
By certain metrics, perhaps, yes.
And then it wants some commercial again, so again we'll put some commercial.
Is the study of statistical abstraction and its effect on the human.
And again, I'm just trying to fix.
It is a question of priority.
Actually, it's not a bad idea to have one there. Yeah, so that should fix that. And again, it's not. That'll do. That'll do. I think that's good enough. So let's put that in. So now again, we've got lots of houses. I will fix the terrain over there. I'm going to put lots of trees in. The radio's just cues on what's going on. Oh, okay. Things I've missed. Housing shortage. There's always a housing shortage on this game, though. Turn off ads. Ah. Clever. Thank you. I'm learning. One day maybe, I will learn something useful. For now, not too much. Go around. Nice to make that into a bit of a park if I can. School, that was what we were doing. Right, so again, I still haven't got the ability to see where the stuff is. So he's huge, but that's actually a huge space. I think if we go off of like here and here, utilise as much of the corner as possible. So let's go, we'll go for a big road in, which I know might be overkill, but stop toggling. Okay. And then we'll put the schools and then do something around it maybe. So we'll go down like that for now. It's not going to be perfect. And then we'll put the primary school here. And then how are we doing financially? We're doing okay. Is the land alright? I didn't look at the train. It could do with some love, so let's quickly fix that. bigger. So we're going to need a lot of space. Let's just... Right. Hopefully that's big enough. We'll fix everything else in a second. So the school now is okay, and we've got children's clinic that attaches on. I don't think I need to spend that right now. I think that will cost me too much. We've got an extension and then we've got a playground, but it's to know that I need that space, I guess, and a playground. Now, I think playgrounds normally would go at the back, right? That's my thinking. I think once it's done you can't move it either, so I just need to be happy with what I do. I suppose what you'd maybe do is like a playground attached to like something else. I don't know. Would that work if you did that and that? Would that make space for one in the middle? I may have ruined it. No, that does work. So we can have one either side. Cool. So when I need to, I can do that. And I've got a nice school, and I will do parking for the school. And then we will do the other road. And again, we are going to put the other school in, so the high school. And we've got room if we wanted to put a road down the middle. Oh, you little turd, no way. That's so annoying. I wanted to put a road maybe down the middle so people could like drive and park. Maybe down the middle. Is that weird? Maybe. I suppose actually that's probably not logistically smart because the school's got the stadium, hasn't it? Let's have a look. What has it got? Oh, leave me alone. Thank you. So, high school. We've got extension wings, which don't do anything. It's just this bit, which I think makes sense to just shove out the back. Now that doesn't impede anything for the other school, does it? Let's have a look. If we put that in, it doesn't impede. And actually neither does that. So we could have parking. Ooh, let's have a look. Is that going to work? Maybe. It's just not quite going to fit. Damn it. Well, it will. It's just at a slight angle. Would people notice the 1 degree angle? Maybe. Because I know there's parking around the front. And it just goes a bit wide and stuff, doesn't it? It's a bit awkward, really. Do I want that? Is that going to cause more hazards, more traffic issues? It doesn't look right in my head. It looks wrong. So we are going to go back to where we were and we'll move you back so that you're closer together. It's annoying, like once it's merged as well, you can't like can you merge it all back? No. Alright then, we'll keep the gap. That's just a bit annoying, it just looks a bit strange, but there we are. Right, we will do roads now. We're going to do roads around the outside. Toggle everything on. Slope too steep? Where's the slope? I've fixed it. Good. I was gonna say. Bit harsh. Right. So that's a bit of a school district. Looks a bit terrible at the moment, I know, but we will maybe fix it. Yeah, I know. You're going to be levelled out, don't worry. Over here. What we can do actually is just maybe make the terrain less harsh. For a bit. Just enough to like be able to put things like parking and school stuff around. So I will fix that, don't worry. How much bloody... It wants a lot of consumerism, doesn't it? Right. There we go. See what that looks like. So we've got our schools. I want to put some parking in, and it's a shame once that's there you can't like separate the two and like put the stadium in a different position, but I think that'll look good once we put trees and stuff in. Yeah, I do want to put parking in, and I know for like previously when I've had a little dabble it's better to have parking come off a road, so that's why I wanted a road down the middle. I might try it again but actually make it a smaller road. And like, how weird does that look? Does it look... If I put trees, like lime trees, I think that would make it acceptable. I just don't think the big road's going to fit. No, it's just not going to fit down there, which is a shame. No. So what we'll do is we'll use trees and stuff to line it maybe, to make it look less weird, and put our parking in. Right, so because it's a whole area, I want to be able to fit, if I can, as long as that doesn't mess with being able to build. Doesn't. Nice. Easy. Easy. That's good. So, and I think that works quite well, because technically if you're at the stadium, right, you would, you know, I'm thinking of like the American style, you would want to walk straight across. 10 simoleons for parking, I think that's adequate, suitable. And it all kind of matches, so let's decorate and put some trees in. Now, what trees have they got? So kind of all got similar trees. Is it that tree? Like a chestnut tree? An oak? I feel like there's some oak, there's some chestnut. Yeah, we'll go for chestnut. I hope we can mod soon and we can start putting some thingamabobs, you know, like the line, the prop line tool. And then what I want to do is, the reason I've used such a big space, if you're going like, what the hell is she doing? I'll put some sports stuff, sports parks. I just, if we look, I haven't unlocked parks obviously later, but I will put some parks and stuff in here and make it a bit of like a complex, I think. Actually, let's make all of them a bit more central. Just to be able to do things like, because ideally I would want to like match all of this and have the green and the concrete. We'll have a look at what we get. Wouldn't it be good if I could fast forward? Rather than you all just watching me prick a load of trees down. Right, so there's that side. And then, like I said, we are going to put some parks and stuff, so I'm not going to do too much there. That bit is what it is, so it's just this bit that we need to do some tidying up. I know it's a bigger patch, so I'm going to do trees down the middle bit here. Again, keep it a bit more similar.
Local authorities are urging the public to conserve water and reduce the burden on the city during this water shortage. Consider installing a low flush toilet, cut back on watering the lawn, and shower with a friend
bush,
whenever
maybe?
possible. This has been a local.
Is that going to be weird? I don't know.
You're listening to Second Moon.
This bit just seems a bit too
station for
fat,
the
but I can't do
culturally
anything about it,
sophisticated who
so
doesn't fear
bushing.
extending their ears to the more challenging sphere of the classical genre. Let us move now from the musical page to the literary. Here we have some perfectly anguishing response from a
Does it
listener.
look very uniform?
My dear Professor Hornbuckle, whereas I make no apology
No, that looks shit.
for my erudite,
Right. I'm gonna have to delete them all.
The
Sorry
modesty
for your
demands
inconvenience
that I
of watching me delete a load of
prevaricate
bushes,
against the
but here we are. I think you can mass delete? No.
devotee
Can
of
I?
the form, and all my
can.
expertise derives merely from a life devoted
Nice.
to the gentle arts.
The tree bit looks fine. I
Though
think
I do
probably
thank
what I
you
need to do is
for the
actually just do a
honor.
tree bush thingy
But
bob.
I digest
This bit.
to continue. Professor Hornbuckle, as a traveler from my homeland, I long to hear a tune that speaks to the anguish of my
Probably
road
overkill now.
soul.
But I think if we make it look busy,
There now, my good
no one's
fellow,
gonna see
chin up, as it were.
all my
No
errors.
sediment. Leave that to those poet chaps, eh? Here's a tune just for you, and
I know
do
that's
hope
going
it
to grow,
provides your
so
aching
I'm
spirit
not too
some
concerned. Obviously, we've got the whole
modest
tree line, that's the only thing. What?
Interesting news from the
But
city's
it is what
export
it is.
division.
We've done it now.
Sources
We'll come back
tell
and
us that
correct
our
it.
city has more services than we know what to do
It'll be
with.
fine.
And you know what that means, folks. It means we're
I
not
tried to make
cutting
things look
things
pretty,
close
but
enough.
clearly not very good at
Well,
it. Right,
no,
more
the
commercial
point
demand.
is we're
So,
selling it,
what I'm
and
thinking
we're
is
running
making
into local
That's right.
supply.
You could
this
almost
bit
say it's
some
too much of
commercial.
a good thing.
Or we could say that we're enjoying a positive trade
And
balance,
this bit
and the
some
economy is
commercial.
booming. More after this.
And on to our main
and see what
feature
pops
story.
up. I don't know if anything
The
will
commercial
pop up on the
district is
2
booming,
front.
as the
Actually,
area
what
is
I'll do,
attracting more
I'm going
high-end
to have to
stores,
force
bringing the latest in luxury to
the grid
our
thing to
neighborhood.
fix itself.
You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local
Yeah,
Jarva
that's what I need to
Mate.
do.
Or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
There we
Thanks,
go.
Jim.
So,
We'll be back after this.
maybe that will fix the growth of that. Where are we at with these guys? Have they fixed now? Yes, they have fixed. Thank God. Just stupid, that is. Absolutely. What about you guys? Yes. It's nice to see I'm actually getting... I think when I last... Because I did a little playthrough before this just to see, you know... Oh, what I, like, how the game differs from City Skylines 1, and, it was so different, and I could, like, I only had demand for low density residential. Like, I just, at no point did it want me to build more, and I was getting really pissed off with it. Yeah, we'll put some trees down. Maybe, you would normally have some houses backing on here, normally. Yeah, that worked out fine, so that's good. And you probably would normally have a few more. There. And then we'll put some trees and stuff and make it look pretty. And then we've got some housing demand over this way. This bit I'll leave. And then we've got our low density housing requests. Got like the thin road, haven't you? 1 lane road. I wonder how fat are you? Is that weird? Does that look weird? Yes, it does look weird because you haven't done it straight, Sarah. I was just thinking I could sneak some houses round the back. And then we will sneak, yeah. Oh, let's just, before we do that, let's level out the train because that looks a bit wonky. Looks a bit wonky. We'll fix it. Don't you worry, we'll fix it. Jim will fix it. There we go. Why aren't you... Is that too, like, unlevel, I guess, that terrain, maybe? Will that work? Is that just forever not going to be level? Okie dokie. Well, it is what it is. We'll put something in there that's fills that gap. Some of this. So I think the biggest thing that's going to fix this is trees. You got a potato tree there, haven't we? Jesus. And then we'll come in and soften all of that. And then you got this scary house here. If you're walking down, you're going, fucking hell, look at that, he's built on that hill. Right, we'll cover it with trees, it's fine. It's fine. So, with that in mind, let's build some trees. Oh, she says, this path I haven't connected to anything. Silly of me. Sorry, I know. Rude. Can it not fit in there? Come on. Can it fit in there? Right, so everybody that is in there can cut through to walk around the lake. Nice. Let's put some trees in and then we will get on our high density demand. Trees. Do. It's one of those things that makes it look so much better when you've got trees. I know I can't fit any in there, but there we are. And then we'll do some of this tree. I'm well aware I could make my thing bigger. So let's see what that kind of comes up like, what we get. And then obviously we can put more trees in once it's all grown. Right, so we've got lots of demand for medium density, and we'll just level this out first. And I think now that we've done that, we also need to put a little path down so people can connect. Do the same on the other side. And there we go. Everybody can walk everywhere because it's great, apart from to the school. Just can't walk to the school. Oh, Jesus. Let's go for a walk. So we've got 800 people. We haven't even hit anything very big. We've got large village, which I forgot we'd reached that milestone. So we have got some livestock farming, so I can finally see what resources we've got, and I've achieved absolutely nothing. So we've got 3 points. Obviously I've done parking. We've got gas power, we've got water, crematorium, recycling centre, college. I think for now we'll leave it, but I will look at using those points soon. So we will, first of all, before we build anything else, because I'm very aware that we also need to look again at what the wind's doing and purchasing some more land. Let's look at finally what resources have we got. So we've got a bit of farming right there, which is not going to probably get developed on. We've got a plot of farming actually right by the gas power plant, which is actually quite a nice size. We've got farming over here. Where's my mouse gone? Here. We've got farming up this side. next to oil, and ore. So that's probably like a good idea to like maybe travel back. Lots of farming on the other side, lots of trees on the other side. And again, we've got to look at where the wind is. Not that the farming produces a lot of byproducts, all this does. And I want to expand outwards towards the edge if I can with all of this, so that it's blowing that way and not contaminating anything. So with that in mind, if I'm wanting to move this bad stuff that way, we probably want to look at maybe coming back. Yeah, coming back I think is going to be the answer on that one. So there's a huge load of farming, trees, there's really good resources back that way. So we are going to look at, and we've also got to be mindful that I need to build more density. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gives me 2 spaces for housing and things like that. Maybe if I go like that. So I've done, it's too late, it's done. And we're going to move our industry that way so that we can stop polluting everybody. Let's look at roads. So we're going to have to, we'll do our usual build a nice roundabout. And we're going to go it's an interesting one, isn't it, when it does that? Oh. I think we'll go up. Right, let's see what that looks like. How crap is that? Really crap. Holy moly, I just didn't see the bloody... well, I knew it was there actually. I should have thought about that. Right. Let's just look at what it looks like from an eagle view. Does it all look kind of uniform-ish? Yeah, uniform-ish. Right. So... I feel like under those kind of circumstances, and then we need to go up even more. Is that right? That would be helpful if I was going straight, wouldn't it? So does that look weird? I mean, it's something. I don't know. Is that allowed to be that steep? Is that safe? You tell me. Probably not. Maybe if we go down and come up the other side? I feel like that's going to be better, because that looks like a freaking roller coaster ride. Ugh. Have you guys got any tips for weird terrain? So I feel like City Skylines 1, I was a bit basic when it came to terrain. Okay, that's not going to work. Right. I need to do it a bit earlier. Okie dokie. Right. Is that not enough?
Pending updates to our power grid, the city will be experiencing rolling blackouts. We urge the public to remain calm during these breaks in service and to follow the guidelines on the city's website on how to plan for these temporary events. This has been a local public service announcement.
How delightful! Another letter from our erstwhile listeners. What's up, honey? Me and my sister love you. Oh, that's nice.
Y'all
It's
got
just
clarinets
tricky.
and violins, but you got something most music these days ain't. Let me guess. Lineage traced back to the great Haydn himself? Let's see here. Y'all got soul. Oh, yes, soul. A raison d'etre? Delicious.
No.
My
That's still, I don't
sister
need a
said
hole
whoever you
there.
got
Like, I
playing
don't need it.
keys got more funk
I think
than
that's
his
probably why I probably
pinky.
need to just stick.
But I told her that ain't
Why?
funk.
Why are you
That's
doing
classical.
that? I don't need
Yes,
a freaking hole
indeed.
in the
That
ground.
must be
Who needs
most
that?
exacerbating. Classical music has been known since the time of the
Anyone got any
early
tips?
explorers.
That's ridiculous.
Funk, by contrast, is an
Infuriating.
entirely modern conceit, and you'll find none of that here. Funk, as they say, is for the lay person. Now, let's hear another one of those soulful cants.
A housing shortage.
No, you're not
is
going to let me do
driving
it.
up prices
Damn
in the
you.
area.
That's right, Glenda.
Right.
But apparently that's not all.
Let's start
good
from the
news.
beginning.
We're joined today by an expert.
Like, I don't understand how deep I need to
Professor
go.
Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor. So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
Humans are
So it's saying it
programmed
has to be
desire
minus
certain
15.
representations within ideological reward structures, which are entirely apart from the actual
Okay, that's better.
rewards
Maybe I just
enjoyed.
need to, like...
For example, consider capital.
One final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps
There we
yes,
go.
in the short term.
Look at that.
I like
That's
the
something.
sound of that.
But what we are discussing is
I
the
would rather go
study of
over, but I think
statistical abstraction and its
that's just
effect
not going to
on the
work, is it? With
Thank
the
you,
how steep that is, I would have to start inclining it. Unless I do just start inclining the road really, really early, but then I can't really utilise this land very much if I incline it really, really early. And I think there's so much just too high as well, I think. You know, that terrain difference between the two. That's pretty marked difference, isn't it? I just think that looks really shit, to be honest. I don't know what best to do. I mean, lots of people go underground, so it's not like a weird thing, but I just think it looks a bit crap. Is it doable? Does it look that bad? I need to follow a car go down there, really, and test it out. We're sticking with it for now, but it might get fixed into a bridge because I just think that looks a bit crap. So, we are coming this way because we've got goods and services, like farmland, and the wind also is blowing that way, so we can have a whole load of industry that is relating to farming rather than the other stuff. Do I want it to be like straight like that? I don't think so, actually. I want it to flow differently. Come on. Because again, where's the edge of the map on this one? Over there. So again, at some point we can do like some kind of connection. Is that the edge of the map? Yeah, literally. So we've got farming here. I think if we do, you know, some nice city outskirts and rural areas, I feel like that's more appropriate for farmland. So what we'll do is we'll keep this going up from there, and then we'll do like a little gravel road. So we've got somebody there. We'll do a little small roundabout. And we're going to plonk ourselves a farm. Ah, I remember the chicken don't need to be where livestock is. Okay, right, we'll fix another road on there anyway and do another where it's not green. always forget it's that way. Let's turn snapping off because you're being a bit annoying. And see what that looks like. Weird. Alright. And then we'll just extend that road up. Because that is kind of pretty much what it is actually like to be a farmer. Dirt road. Am I the only one fucking not doing dirt road for farms? You're outside. Yeah, but you don't for chickens. It says it can be set up anywhere to produce livestock. It doesn't have to be, whereas the others say it has to be on fertile land. So I don't actually think I need to do it on fertile land. And it's like far enough away from the city. Yeah, I think that looks alright for the first one. I can't do any of the others yet, so that's a start. But then we'll do, you know, the ones that need the fertile land that way. And then at some point, that hill looks too huge to make a pass. Over there I could make a pass to the outside world, but it's theoretically could go that way. Yeah. So yeah, you don't... I don't always do gravel roads, actually, not normally, but I'm just thinking like what it's like in real life, or at least for me at home. You know, in England, all the farmers do have gravel roads because it's their private land, so they have to pay for concrete if they're going to concrete. So they often just gravel it. And then we can move some of this stuff because we might as well pollute our farming. No, I'm just going to move it further up so that it doesn't contaminate too much where I'm going to end up building. So it's not going to be permanently up here either, it's just being moved to stop contaminating. So we will just do a normal road somewhere like there. We'll just check the wind. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. So let's move you. And then reconnect your electricity before you have a meltdown. Oh, it's outside bloody city limits, isn't it? There you go. And then if we just delete this bit, and this bit, and this bit, and then reconnect, because that apparently didn't work. Stone can go anywhere. Yes, yes. So stone and livestock can go anywhere on the map. Anywhere at all in this current game. And now if we look at pollution, which will be... Which one's pollution? Ground pollution. So there's like a little spot of ground pollution, but that will shrink. And then these guys I'm going to move up this way as well. So let's put some farming specific... Ah, bollocks. We're still not connected. There you go. Is now with a janky corner. So again, we're just moving everything just a little bit, just a touch. Oh, let's make it a right angle and not underground. Actually, this is actually a time when you should use a grid, maybe, if things are straight anyway. Won't it work like that? It won't. Kind of. It's a bit silly, isn't it? It doesn't... I need to delete this and then do that, I guess. And then it tells me how best to grid. Is that right? I guess. Well, there we go. Industry's going here. For the time being. Not forever. And generally, from what I understand, is by doing this, it makes the industry like specific to the area. And then we will... all of this is going to go. Sorry, you're all losing your jobs. I know. How hideous. You're all losing your jobs. Yeah, I'll be fine. It's because I want that to be a shopping area at some point. Pollution. This one. So there was ever so slight starting to develop. That will piss off. This bit I do need to move at some point, but I think for now it's still okay. And I will move it, it's just I don't want to move it where there's farming stuff yet. But that's all starting to go more straight, which is great, because the further I go up, the more it's not going to contaminate anything. Pick my girl. Oh, that's sweet. You go pick up your girl. Thank you very much. Nice to have you with us. Yes, it's deceiving how resources pop up when you select them. So that's all building. None of them have got jobs. They're all jobless. So we need to work on high density commercial. So this is why I've got this area here saved, is I am going to build a bit of a, well, medium density medium density area. So again, we'll stick with a grid for the time being. It's not going to be a grid forever, don't worry, no panicking. Like that. And then we are going to upgrade this road here into a major road. And the same with this one here. And the same with the one down the middle. For future proofing. And then we are going to do something just to angle this off here. I think that would be really cute. So let's have a little look. Now I don't want it to like fully connect because that will cause issues with, you know, you don't want junctions too close together. So that looks too close, that looks too close. How best to do this? And this would make that a roundabout. I like the roundabouts. But I think that's going to ruin it still. I think a roundabout there makes sense anyway. It's going to make it easier to travel along. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Unless I don't connect it and it goes underneath, maybe? Oh, don't know if I can go underneath. I can.
A driving advisory has been issued for the
Would anyone
immediate
actually be able to drive under there? Yeah, I think so. That's
Please
pretty cool.
exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
Yeah.
You're
That's
back
something to
with
do with
Second Home
anyway.
Radio,
Something.
Your second musical home from home.
And
So
again,
settle back in your
we
chair,
will
pour yourself a
connect
glass
all
and
of that down the
enjoy
middle.
an hour of musical delight. Tonight we are
And we've got something like a little central hub that's kind of levelish. So again, we are going to put some
and an aria
commercial down.
infamous Vivaldi shall be our guide.
I hate how white it does
we're
it. I hate
live,
it.
and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're
So
planning
that's
a
all
quick
going to be
trip out,
commercial
you might
because you're
want to wait a
4-lane
while
roads,
until everything
and
clears
then
up.
we're going to
If
do
you're
high
here,
density housing.
You already know about it. No use
And I think we're going to
reminding you.
do this
Meanwhile,
stuff because I think that's
expect
going to look
delays and
really cool.
drive safe.
Interesting news from the city's export
No, I
division.
don't want to do all the way
Sources
across,
tell
otherwise
us
it
that
won't.
Our city has more services than we know what to do with.
And you know what that means, folks. It means we're not cutting things close enough.
Well, no. The point is,
Hoping
we're
this is going to look
selling
really
it,
good.
and bringing
I don't
money
actually
into
like
That's
the
right.
basic
You could
low density
almost say
commercial
it's
buildings. I
too
think they
much
look
of a good
really
thing.
Or we could
crappy.
say that we're
I like the
enjoying a
mixed
positive
one
trade balance,
with the,
and the economy is booming. More
what's it
after
called?
this.
The housing as part of it, so that they're similar style building to this mixed. Actually, I don't know what the American one's like, so we'll find out. Then we will do the same up there, and the same up there, and then the same this way. Do some different sizes just to get some uniqueness to it. I know this takes ages, but whenever I do like the grid stuff, it always looks wrong. So let's see what happens there, and again we can do some paths and stuff. And don't worry, I'll level out the terrain as I have done with the school. No, as I will do with everything else. So all the trees and stuff will start to grow through. Probably could do a bit more tree work and bush work. And leveling out all the terrain and stuff. Moving forwards, I think it's going to look really pretty. It's one of those ones that just takes a bit of time just to get like the basic structure and to keep an eye on things, because I find hence why I'm going quite slow, is I normally rush and then everything kind of escalates and then things are a bit janky. So I am like purposely taking my time to actually like look at it and see what I'm doing and make sure like everything's getting filled in the way I want it to. Put a few more trees in. So there's not enough trees. It's like when you end up putting too many trees in, get rid of the bright white and the compression eye. Oh, is that right? Oh, you're clever. Look at you, stay-at-home gamer. Very smart. So let's have a look at how this is going. And funny enough, we've lost all desire for anything other than industry, which is fair enough. We can put a bit more industry in here, that's not a problem. We've got room for it. And then we'll see where that takes us. And hopefully soon we'll get to a point where we can start putting parks and stuff in. I know I've got the school and the fire and rescue I can do. And we've got 3 points, which I don't know what to do with my 3 points. I don't know what's... I think having a recycling centre would be really good. Probably road maintenance actually would be preferable. So maybe if we go for road maintenance for now, because then I can start correcting things. And this road, will it come up here? I think it might come up and reconnect actually, just to keep everything, you know, flowing. I'm really curious to see. Yeah, people can walk along there, that's good. And then soon we'll have parks and we can level out all this land. Right. So let's have a little look. What have we got going on here? So that's quite empty there. Hopefully we can attach some parks and some nice walkways. We can... I'm just checking out all that looks so good, right? Look at that. How uniform. Is that quite American? Do you see that a lot in like your towns and cities? Probably towns more than cities. You'll get little balconies. It's cute. and some bushes in your balconies. It's just a shame that that's kind of like where we've got to, that you know, all houses and that are really tiny these days, or at least I need to shrink my brush, otherwise it doesn't let me put trees down for some reason. Oh, you can fit some trees in there, come on. Then I can get rid of those random roads, I forgot about those. And then some nice bushes, because when autumn comes around the bushes are really cool, they look like really nice. Right, let's delete those roads. And then again, do some decorating. Come on, trees. It always... I suppose it's my brush. Maybe I just need to really thin out my brush. How thin? See, now it's too thin that I can't freaking put it in. Yeah, knobhead. I can totally fit a tree there. Come on. There we go. Just had to be a smaller tree, apparently. It's tricky because you've also got to be careful not to put too many trees and stuff down, but it just takes a while for everything to grow, so I try and do it early so it all looks pretty later on. There we go, that's looking better. There we go, all looking fab. Fab, fab, fab. So other than playing City Skylines, what else do you play? Anything good? Let's have a little look. Firehouse. So we've got nowhere to put the firehouse so far. I think down here is not a bad spot. You kind of want to connect it to a main road. So actually, we will put the firehouse somewhere... Like, it could potentially even go there. But I think if we attach him down here, like off of here, I think that would work really well. And then again, we'll put a little roundabout on the end for them to turn around. And then firehouse might have some extensions, so we'll just have a little look. And yet again, I've been fooled by the train. Let's just level this out. Actually, we're gonna do that and level the train out to the road. And then we kind of smoothify the middles, smoothify the edges. It will all be fixed soon enough once we put this bad boy in. So I don't think he's got any extensions. Has he got any extensions? No. And then we've also got the police station, which I put down on level ground, you knobhead. Right, also doesn't have any extensions. So what we'll do, because of that, we'll bring him in next door. So they're both the same level. And then... That's why. Wrong one. Yeah. That's my bad. Look how cliffy it goes. That's so funny. God, I've got the brush too big, that's my problem. Right, there we go. That's starting to look better. And then you kind of expect that people should be able to, you don't have houses like that, you have large old homes converted into apartments. Whereabouts do you live? Because obviously it's a huge country. I imagine everywhere is kind of unique to each other. Okay, that kind of worked. I thought it would be a dealio of me having to do some windy paths, I think. Or maybe I've got that wrong, but I thought a lot of areas... I've only been to New York and LA, so my knowledge of America is actually pretty crap, I'm not gonna lie. Too steep. That's what I thought. How dare you? That looks terrible. I was just trying to connect those dots, but I wanted like a nice one that went that way, because I'm a weirdo and I like symmetry. But it's too steep, and we will fix it with trees. Because that is the answer to everything. Just trees. Every terrain issue, cover it with trees. I think that's what they do in real life, you know. I think there's been some really, really crappy jobs that they've done. They've fixed it with trees.
Second Moon,
Upstate New York. Ah, nice.
Or wherever you roam.
I bet it's
on to our main
quite
feature
pricey living
story.
there, I imagine.
The commercial district is booming.
But,
as the
you know,
area is
good on you.
attracting more high-end stores, bringing the
I live
latest
in the middle
luxury
of bloody
to our
nowhere,
neighborhood.
and I love
You
it.
can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate. Or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Every freaking
Thanks,
time
Jim.
I make it freaking angled. But I'm trying to make it straight because I'm an idiot. That'll do. It's a massive hill. That poor person. You have to jump up that one. Well, to be fair, they haven't got like steps or anything. So commercial is our issue. And we don't have the cool commercial buildings yet. So we are going to stick with our current motto of shove it down the sides. So orange, that means good customers? Is that right? Like suitability, I guess. Fair enough, I will put more down there and there. And actually, just looking at that road, this one's going to want to be high fat traffic, I think. And then parking is what we're going to have to put in place. So we've got basically all around the side is big traffic. We will extend the grid out, I think, and make it a bit bigger, depending on the demand for everything. So what was I going to do? I was going to put some parking in because we kind of want to encourage people to not park if we can. Now, knowing it is expensive, oh dear. But I suppose it's a lifestyle. I bet you really enjoy living there. So, you know, it's one of those ones where if you enjoy living there, great. So if I do that, and maybe a little roundabout, what parking can we get? Can we fit in there? So now we've got 2 big parking areas that can fit in the middle of that one. Because eventually I'm probably going to turn all of this into like a non-parking zone. We'll see how it goes. Or maybe my main centre I might turn into a non-parking. I might make a whole pedestrian area. So we've got 2 lots of parking there. Over here I'm not so concerned about the parking. I don't think that's going to be an issue. It's not dense enough to need parking, I don't think. Maybe some parking. I mean, they've got parking, but you know, maybe they need some parking here for the people that... Oh shit! Excuse me. Rude. That was on accident. People that visit, you know, might need to park to visit the police station on the slight hill. Oh, I wish I could fix that. I could fix that train a little bit better, I think. I know you guys probably don't care, but I do. She's probably made it worse. What we're going to do is plonk trees. No one's going to see. No one's going to even tell that there's some crappy, yeah, crappy hills. It's just really tricky. I don't know whether you struggle with terrain. Maybe it's just me. But this is so realistic for England anyway. Like, everywhere's like this. But, and all the cars too. Because we don't have... If you've got a house like this, you haven't got parking. So, yeah. I luckily do have parking, but... And they've got nice big ones. We could maybe fit some parking in. Like, and then we could put a little road. So people... Like an alley. Never mind about that. Oh, I won't fit. No. That's alright, we don't need it. We don't need it. It's just one of those things when you see all the people struggling to park everywhere, you're like, well... Because they do have... A lot of the buildings have parking, but not a lot. But nobody's really parking on the main roads. They're parking where their houses are, so... Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. This has some space to be something. High density is all getting built on. So yeah, we're really just kind of sitting and watching, to be fair, at the moment. I've got this pop musician mansion and where to put him. I'm thinking, like, he needs his own little place. We've still got one more tile to do. Maybe if we had him, like, living over here somewhere. What does he give? Well-being within 500 metres, so things have to be close. I suppose if we put him like here, so you'd think he'd be looking out the water. I might put him in later, I think. So the schools are all sorted, fire's all sorted. Yeah, we are kind of just waiting for demand to grow, I guess, right now. What else can I do whilst I'm here? See what people are doing. Are they all happy? They're wealthy. There's nobody living there. There's one person living there. He's alright. Yeah, they're all fine and dandy. I think it would be nice to like utilise... I've seen people do quay walls, but I don't know how to do those, so I'm just gonna avoid that element. I'll probably do more of this like terraced houses this way. And actually probably, normally, again, in England, we would have loads of terraced houses and like the lower rent housing like near a school generally, so it's easier for them to access. So we'll do that. We'll probably build out our kind of more rural estate, and I'll probably do more, make it more rural, so more like windy roads rather than like a grid structure. But from a bird's eye view, it's not looking too shabby. That road's not quite straight, but it's fine. When you go to countryside, it shouldn't be straight. And we're going to put some parks in. So really, we're almost at whatever the next thing is after our last village. So that'll be good. I love these houses. So this is the North American version, isn't it? Interesting. Not going to lie, and maybe this is just my view, but personally, I think these don't look as nice as the European style. I think the European style, like, they put more effort in. Maybe it's just me. We're just going to build this out a little bit. Ooh. Look at that, beautiful. And then, because I don't really want this to be exactly like the centre, whilst we're waiting for our city to grow, we are gonna again do a bit of some parky shenanigans. Shall you fit? And we'll probably have him go all the way off that way. We'll put some connections through so people can like walk through from there. And again, we'll probably do like something from there, and then we're going to follow him probably going to have to put a bit more parking in this area, I think. But I think that's looking quite nice. Yeah. Not a fan of how that's connected. That's just... a stickler for perfection. I'm joking because I'm really not a stickler for perfection. Why won't you connect? Just connect, like it's literally there to... And then... Nice. So we've got lots of little cut-throughs to our little kind of broad walk along the edge, and again we can put some trees in. Let's get that done. Trees. Trees, trees, trees. I've seen somebody actually just put loads of trees on the coastline here and it looks really pretty. But I don't know. Realistically, I think if you were building a city, you want to like encourage, particularly in the modern age, you want to encourage people not using cars and polluting. You want to make public transport really cheap. At least where I live, public transport is so expensive. It's ridiculous. Like, it's actually disgusting how expensive it is. And then again, we've got to prepare. This is madness. See, look at that. It won't connect. That is horrendous. I don't know why it does that, and it pisses me off. Why are you complaining about electric? There's no electric issue at all. Isn't it noise pollution, is it? And then again, we'll do the same down here. And we'll just... if I can, I'm gonna, rather than waste some space, she says, ruining it. Right, so there's that. And actually, we might make this like a little bit of a parkway. Does that look weird? I feel like that looks weird. Probably. Like, who needs to walk up that one?
That
But it's
was
just nice to have a
truly
walk.
Superfluous. Masterful counterpart. You're listening to Second Moon Radio, the station of levitated tastes. Don't touch that dial.
Okay, that looks less weird now that I've done that. And then the same if we cut. Can we connect to that? Can we connect to... Does that work? No. You can't connect to... That is really weird, isn't it? Because like, I would want to... That kind of annoys... So that one connected though, but that one's glitched, I think, is the answer. But I suppose they're kind of okay, aren't they? Yeah, that's kind of okay. In fact, we will, just to make more room, do it. What? That made it worse. There you go. So, lots of paths connecting to lots of things, and it just hopefully will make things easier for everybody involved, for all the pedestrians. We've got, yeah, that looks okay, and with the trees and that, once all the buildings grow, you won't notice it as much. So we've got a big parking area to try and entice people to park there. I'm hoping what I'll do is actually, if I can upgrade the roads and say no parking, do the tree thing. Just down on these ones, if we say no parking, what does it do? So that should all be down this bit, absolutely no parking. And hopefully that's going to encourage people to park there. If not, they're all going to park here. Yeah, I don't want them to park on that road, to be fair. I think that's going to ruin it, to have people parked on the main road like that. It's going to obstruct. Now what I wanted was for people to drive in this way and come in and out. Why are they doing that? That's naughty. They're not supposed to do that, because that's going to cause traffic. Do I have to like move the car park slightly away? Because you're not supposed to park there, you idiots. I don't know if that's going to cause an issue later on. It is, isn't it? How do I just move it along one? Probably. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the roundabout. And then, oh, how do I exit the mode? we go. Sorry. Wrong. Right, is that going to stop them doing that? Yeah, no parking in there either, cheeky buggers. So, how are they driving into the car park? Are they being naughty? Oh, no, they've realised they can't go. Oh, no, no, they are still being absolute twats. You can't park there. You idiots. After all that, I've just put a load of effort into making this nice, and you're going to ruin it by parking in a weird place. Oh, you buggers. Honestly, what would I do? What would I do? But I know it's going to cause traffic, so that's why I'm fixing it now. Because otherwise, this would cause absolute chaos. You little bugger. I try and make things look pretty, and then it freaking ruins it by glitching. There we go. That's doable. There we go. So that looks all fine and dandy, doesn't it? And once we put trees in, nobody's going to notice all the jankiness of all of that. And now that should fix the issue of cars, and we can put some buildings there as well, actually, which I think is going to look really good. Once we've got the this one, we can put some buildings there, the mixed ones. Finally, people are using common sense. Let's say no parking there, please, you idiots. Are you really going to be idiots? Why would you park all the way there, you twats? Honestly, this game sometimes. So we've got parking there, which kind of supplies a lot of the houses. I don't know whether to do the same here, just to... I don't know if we've got room on this side actually to do an alley. Maybe. We'll see, we'll see. And then... oh, we've met a thingamabob. What have we met? Something. We've met something. Parking, and then again we'll go for green. Oh, it was already done green, I think. Oh, that was an accident. I've made that one green. How did I do that? Is that a thing? I didn't know you could tree line and green it. Oh, that's cool. Okay, you're going green and tree lining. I won't do all of them like that, but that looks cool. Sorry. You learn new things and your brain gets excited, or at least mine does, because apparently I am a child. And then this is going to be the challenging bit. Say that's not gonna, I don't think that's gonna work very well. Ooh, never mind, I made it fit. I made it fit, and then we've got up here that we want to connect to. There we go. And apparently one house didn't like that. Cool. So that is a load of residential sorted. Oh, I went for a freaking tiny road, didn't I? Oh well. It is what it is. We've got a little lane on this side. Can I upgrade it? No. Damn it! Every time, man. Every time. What we'll do is we'll move this side. Because it's easier to move this side. Symmetry, man. Symmetry is where it counts. Right. I'm going to move you there for a second whilst I upgrade that road. Oh, you look... Just because of that. That annoyed me with the original game anyway, the first one, that like I would try and move things, like upgrade roads as your town got bigger, and it'd be like, you can't do that. I'm like, okay, just let me do it, please. There we go. All is well in Lovers' War. And then we will do the green here. Cool, so kind of some good stuff going on, some good symmetry, and we're starting to develop a bit more desire for some more stuff. So we've got more desire for high density. However, I don't think I've got high density unlocked. No, I've got low rent housing unlocked, which could go somewhere where I think sometimes near a school is not a bad shout. I don't think we'll need a lot, and I kind of want that to be a bit of a park project. Maybe if we... Sorry, you're going to live by... Nobody wants to be living by the poop, but you are going to be living by the poop. Do that much? Maybe? Yeah, you're going to hate me for living by the poop, but that's where you're going for now. I'll probably rearrange that because I don't want them to have to live by the poop, but I can't think where to put them that's going to keep things looking good. And that poops things, it's not the poop, is it? It's just the waterworks, but it's going to move because we're going to probably connect it up, or actually we might not connect it up, we might connect from the school and come down the middle. And then this is all going to be medium density as demand comes in for more medium density. But look, it looks so good. Like, this is where to live, huh? Just...
Local authorities are urging the public to conserve water and reduce the burden
Staring
on the
out
city during this
at the
water
other houses,
shortage.
you've got a
Consider
nice little
installing
path.
a low flush toilet.
Could go for a
Cut
swim.
back on watering the lawn and shower with a friend whenever possible.
Right,
This
we've
has been
got
a
more
local public
demand
service
for
announcement.
commercial.
Pending updates to our power grid, the city will be
I do want to put
experiencing
commercial in.
rolling
Actually, I
blackouts.
think I have
We
that
urge the
commercial now,
public to
don't I?
remain
No.
calm during these breaks in
Still
service
not.
and to follow the guidelines on the city's website on how to plan for these temporary events. This has been a local public service announcement.
How delightful.
Where do we want to put
Another
you?
letter from our erstwhile listener.
Maybe if we put a bit by the fire station and
What's
that, I
up,
think that's
honey? Me
achievable.
and my sister love you. Oh, that's nice. Y'all got clarinets and violins, but you got something most
That
music
might
these days
suit,
ain't.
make people go to the police station.
Lineage traced back to the great Haydn himself. Let's see here.
And we've got a lot more
Y'all
points
got
actually.
soul.
What have we
Oh,
unlocked? Oh, we've
yeah,
unlocked parks.
soul.
Nice.
A
So,
raison d'etre.
We've unlocked some good stuff.
My sisters say whoever you got playing the keys got more funk in his pinky. But I told her that ain't funk. That's classical. Yes,
We might put them
indeed.
next to each other. I think that would look
must
quite
be
nice.
Most exacerbating. Classical music has been known
Are they
since the
similar?
time of
Ish?
the
Yeah, similar but
earliest
different.
days.
Oh,
Funk, by
nice.
contrast, is an
That's gonna
entirely
look
modern
cute.
conceit, and you'll find none of that here. Funk, as they say, is for the lay
And then we've
Now,
got
let's hear another
us.
one of those
I always want a dog
soul
park. Always want a dog park.
Interesting news from the city's export division.
We will put a
Sources
dog
tell us
park.
that our city has more services than we know what to do with.
And you know what that means, folks.
Kinda
It means
here.
we're not cutting things
Right at the
close
end.
enough.
Well, no. The point is we're selling
Fitted
it
quite
and
nice.
bringing money into
And then
That's
you
right.
haven't got
You could
any
almost
access
say
to anything.
it's
So
too
if we
much
do
of a good thing.
small
Or
playground,
we
we
could say
fit
that
there.
we're enjoying
Yes.
a positive trade balance.
So now
and the
everything
economy is
here should be
booming.
happy about
More after this.
Parkland.
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the
And then we've
area.
got everything
That's
over
right,
here.
Glenn. But apparently that's not all good news. We're
So we've got a
joined today by
plaza.
an expert guest,
Oh, it's small.
Professor Nutbutter.
You have to be
Welcome,
having a
Professor.
laugh.
So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward structures.
So that's
which are
the
entirely
small
apart from
playground.
the actual rewards enjoyed. For
Again, we've got
example,
dog park,
consider
always
capital-
another dog
Right,
park.
one final
Will you
question,
fit?
Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on the human.
Definitely
Thank
not.
you, Professor.
It is a question of priorities.
Okay, so we might need... Well, they're not awful. It's just not great there. You're okay. I think it'd be nice to do something... I don't know, down here, but it's making the space for it. Maybe if we did it like right off there. That look nice. I think that does look nice. It's just the levelling of the terrain, isn't it? Yeah. So that looks good, and then that is mostly okay. And then we've got like the little small playground that we could fit in there, or the dog park that we could fit in there. Lovely. And then we've got this area here, which I think we could do some really nice stuff with. Now you're too huge, but I think this would be a great place for a camp. So we're going to have a camp go over there. Again, we're going to have maybe... what's the key thing? Is all these roads and everything, what fits together. We're going to have a little plaza fit in there. Yes, I think that's going to look really good. It's annoying you can't have some of these parks join off those pavements. Mixed zoning is under residential. Is it? Ah, yeah, but I still can't do anything with it. But thank you. I didn't clock that, sorry. Everybody needs a children's playground. Just where to fit you. Can you fit in there without being... It's all very compact actually. I've done a pretty good job of making everything fit, so somebody's going to have to go. But you're now all green and there's lots of parks, so can't complain, can we? No. So, I think for now that's where I'm going to leave it, just because I have to go and actually eat some food. So thank you very much for watching. I will stream again at some point and build on this lovely city. I can't remember the name of our city now, but yeah, basically my goal is to expand out the residential this way and, you know, keep this more towny, build this area up, and then we're going to push industry back over this way, and hopefully as we go down towards the sea area, you know, we're going to have to connect something down here, but, you know, my goal is to be able to ship things out somewhat, if we can. But yeah, I hope you have a good evening. It was lovely to have you join me, and yeah, maybe see you again soon. So thank you. Bye.